I'm doing an intro in front of my friend PURP1ERAIN Alex is his name. And I hate doing intros because this is taking about 5 minutes to do. Zombieland Podcast. The podcast where I talk about my interest, all things entertainment media. Majority games, movies, shows, that stuff. And just kind of hope that it will interest you a little bit too. Today, there's not really a specific topic in mind. I'm just going to talk about a bunch of random shit because, well, me and Alex talk quite often, so we're pretty caught up with each other, so there's not really much for us to talk about there. However, like I said, we can discuss a lot of things. So, first topic, to everybody who is over it, I'm sorry, alright? My bad. But there's more Spider-Man news, alright? There's Spider-Man news every single day. So, one quick thing that I have to say and get out of the way. Alright. I'm filming this with Alex right now on, I forgot the damn date, on May 31st. Monday. Lots of report.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day, by the way. So there's that. Lots of reports, leaks, rumors, speculation, and talks, all the above, about the Spider-Man trailer finally dropping and confirming some things for us. Tomorrow, June 1st, which is Spider-Man stars Tom Holland. That's his birthday. So, that might happen, but it might also not, because there's lots of reports on that, and that's what everybody's hoping for, because obviously that's the soonest possible that it could be.
I mean, if it does happen tomorrow, then that's pretty fucking cool that he gets to announce that on his birthday.
It would be sweet. It would be, because there was another trailer that came out from Marvel, for a movie called, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And it came out on that lead actor's birthday as well. So they're starting this birthday trend, which I feel like people are going to start counting on that. When they're like, oh my god, it's this person's birthday next week. That means the trailer's going to drop, even though the movie's not even done filming yet. But, I mean, it could happen. So it's either tomorrow. It could possibly be Wednesday as well, June 2nd, which is Kevin Feige's birthday. That is the Marvel executive producer. So it could be that as well. Who the frick knows? Or it could be what other people are saying, which is it's some other time later in the week, probably late, or it's next week, or as late as the week after that. But promotion for the movie is already starting to kick up from Sony. Their Spider-Man Twitter accounts are starting to be more active. They're dropping more teasers here and there. There was previews with a really reliable magazine company that was talking about it a lot, and some other, Marvel things. And there was also an interview with a Sony executive where he talked about it. So I feel like they're talking about the movie a lot. So the promotion's getting ready. There's also shirts available to buy already on Disney Shop. So it's coming. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, on to more Marvel news. For all the people that don't like Marvel stuff, a lot of it's Marvel. But don't worry, there's some DC stuff. There's some Godzilla stuff. There's some Mortal Kombat stuff. Some Space Jam stuff. Some Minecraft stuff. Some Avatar stuff. There's a lot. It's packed. It's packed. All right. Okay. Starting with the most recent thing coming up. Again, as I said, it's a lot of Marvel stuff. So we'll dive into some Marvel things. All right. Loki show date change. It was originally supposed to premiere June 11th, but it is now June 9th. It was supposed to be Friday, June 11th.
Oh, but so they're bringing it forward?
Yeah, they're bringing it forward 2 days and premiering it on Wednesday, and it's going to be every Wednesday after that. The reason being, because over in the Star Wars world, they just dropped their new animated show, which is The Bad Batch. And that is on Fridays, so I don't know what happened there. I guess there was some miscommunication. They were like, you know what? We're gonna put our show on Friday too, and then Marvel's like, all right, fine, we'll move ours.
I actually haven't seen Bad Batch yet.
Well, like most Star Wars things, I've heard a lot of good things about it. There's not really many times that I hear something bad about Star Wars, so I don't normally expect anything bad about it. Okay. Our next thing that we have here, on May 3rd, Monday, May 3rd, Marvel uploaded a video called Marvel Celebrates the Movie, which was a compilation of all of their older movies that they have thrown together. It was parts of the best moments from each movie. It had a narration of Stan Lee over it, which is beautiful. And then they got about halfway through the video, and then it rewound in time, and then it started showing us a compilation of future movies that are on the way. And with that, it gave us official logos and official date times. So with that, I'm going to run through this really quickly. Clear the vocal cords. Alright. July 9th this year, of course, Black Widow. September 3rd, Shang-Chi. November 5th, The Eternals. Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th. March 25th of 2022, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. May 6th of next year, Thor Love and Thunder. July 8th, also next year. Everything's just next year now. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. November 11th, The Marvels. And then, assuming Christmas 2022 is Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, apparently. And then February 17th of 2023 is Ant-Man 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, also 2023. That is May 5th. Fantastic Four. It's still nothing on that. No date, really. But I feel like it's likely that they release it in 2024. And if they do that, they're going to have fun with the marketing by saying 2024 and putting the Fantastic Four logo as the 4 in 2024. I can see them doing that. That seems like something that they would do. Just completely make 2024 the Fantastic Four year.
I'm kind of pissed about. I'm kind of mad about the Thor thing, about how it's not coming out until next year, because it looks so fucking good.
It does. From what I've seen so far, it does look really good.
And the Doctor Strange multiverse one as well.
Yeah, that's going to tie directly into Spider-Man. So whatever happens in Spider-Man will lead into Doctor Strange. So I'm also very excited about that. As far as Thor goes, man, I'm just excited to see ripped Chris Hemsworth again. I just say Chris.
Honestly, yeah.
That's what I want. Fat Thor was great. All right, Fat Thor was funny, but I want ripped Thor again. You know. And I think this time around they're going for a more comic book look. I think he grew his hair back out. He has an updated version of his helmet. And he has a more classic and more vibrantly colored suit this time. As well as cape, of course. Can't forget the cape.
So it's not going to be like a darker shade of blue anymore. It's going to be like...
Yeah, from set photos that I've seen... it's like a straight comic book look, and again, like I said, it's ripped Chris Hemsworth again with his long blonde hair back. And man, do I love that sight. All right, anyways, movie delays. Again, some of these are Marvel, but I mean, technically they're just Sony, not Marvel. But anyways, there's a movie about a Spider-Man villain named Morbius, which is like a vampire dude, I guess. But it was supposed to come out July of last year. And then it got moved to later in July of last year. And then it got bumped again to March of this year. And then again to October of this year. And now, as of like 2 weeks ago, it has been changed for a 5th time to January 21st of next year. I don't even know who Morbius is, right? If this was just like just a normal movie, I would have no interest in it. But it has direct correlation to Spider-Man and might have some more deeper multiverse connection. So I'm interested to see what that is. Because, spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen the trailer, but it's been out for 2 years. At the end of the trailer, Michael Keaton shows up. The last time we saw Michael Keaton in a Marvel movie, he was the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. And then he went to jail. That's where he sees him. He sees Morbius in jail, or outside of jail, after it looks like he gets bailed out. And he meets him outside the door. That's in the trailer, so that's not like a spoiler. They show that themselves. That was like 2 years ago. They've given no explanation on that. They were just like, yeah, we'll just throw this in and just let them go wild over it. Again, a Sony project that's in collaboration with Marvel. Venom: Let There Be Carnage, which trailers have already dropped for, and Carnage looks scary. Carnage looks really scary.
But I mean, it's cool as fuck.
It's cool as fuck. What was I reading? Oh, yeah, it was initially, again, that damn COVID, supposed to come out October of last year. But now, again, they dropped the trailer for it, so it's a bit more official this time. It's going to be, let's see, I just put numbers, I didn't put months, and sometimes I forget the numbers. 9. The 9th month, that's September. It's September. Oh. It's September 24th. I can't read. September 24th is what it's coming out this time. Also, with all these delays that they've had, again, this could have no correlation or it could have a direct correlation. Don't know. But they are very, very picky with having Venom come out before Spider-Man and having Morbius come out after Spider-Man. It's got to be part of their plan. Which I think is why Morbius got moved again, because, again, the date would have been before Spider-Man, but they ended up switching it around.
Hear me out. What if...
Alright, what if?
In the next Spider-Man movie, we hear about Venom and Carnage?
I mean, it's definitely possible. At this point, I don't know if you've just heard me talking about it.
There be an appearance of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard me talking about it in other podcasts, or just while we're just sitting there playing, or just me ranting about it on social, or venting about it on social media. But it is pretty much all but confirmed in every way of the word, except by Sony and Marvel themselves, that the new Spider-Man movie is going to be a Spider-Verse movie, which will have the Sinister Six with like
the original Doc Ock.
Yeah, original Doc Ock, Jamie Foxx's Electro, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, all of them coming back. The only people that have not said it are Sony and Marvel. Sony has teased at it, though. Marvel stayed quiet. Marvel isn't saying shit about it.
The funny thing is, the original Doc Ock was the one that first was like, yeah, I'm going to be in the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm really curious on what, like, they said to him about that, because he didn't like sugarcoat it. He didn't go subtle with it. He just straight out, he was like, well, yeah, I'm in the movie. I'm really confused to how they're gonna bring me in, but they told me, they showed me what they were gonna do. It's really cool. I'm in the movie. This is how it happens, and then he just explains, like, his whole scene, and it's like wild. And yeah, he just said it so casually. Just to sum up what he said in that interview, he said that they de-aged him a lot because, obviously he's a lot older now and looks different. They de-aged him, and they're picking up the very last scene that we see of him, which is him just floating down into the river with his big contraption. They're gonna pick up from that somehow. No idea, but somehow. And now we're on to just movies. Not specifically Marvel, but just movies. Lots of movie stuff. All right. There's. Well, this actually got confirmed. At the very beginning of May, I think, which was about a week or less than 2 weeks after Godzilla vs. Kong came out. There was already reports about 2 more Godzilla vs. Kong movies coming out. And at least one of them, if not both, will have Kong's son, apparently.
Oh?
So that's leading me to believe that maybe Godzilla and Kong fight once again, and this time Godzilla, he just straight up wins. But his son will rise.
Kong had a kid, though.
Apparently, see, I didn't even know this, right? Apparently, way back when, back in the stop motion black and white days, and the full body suits on a large scale meant to look like a city, when they were filming like that for these types of movies, there was one that had Kong's son. Kong just has a son. Kong has a son, and in those movies also, I think it's hold on. What's the character's name? King Ghidorah. Yeah, King Ghidorah. Is like an alien from space that came to kill Godzilla because Godzilla's too powerful, or something like that.
Well,
so I mean, back then, they were running a little wild with their ideas. I mean, things are still wild nowadays, but I mean, back then they didn't even know how to explain it. They were just like, yeah, it's just here. It's an alien dragon with 3 heads. That's all you need to know. Anyways, next thing. There's already a Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 planned out. Once again, they just plan these things so far ahead. Yeah, Space Jam, I believe that's coming out July, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I have that listed as July 16th, but just all the talks that I've heard about it, I just like, is it already out? Because so many people have been talking about it like it's already out and saying things about it, so I had to check myself on that. But yeah, Space Jam, July 16th, that's when that's coming out. And not Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad. It's coming out August 6th, 2 days before my birthday. Hey, I kind of have interest in it. I didn't watch the first one because I didn't have interest in the first one, but I saw the trailer for this one, and the shark. There's a big shark that eats people. That's all I want it for, or want to watch it for, to be honest.
The big shark.
I just want to see the big doofy shark eat people. Because he's a big doof. He's not scary at all. You would be like, oh god, a big shark with muscles and stuff that walks like a human. No. He's kind of a doof. He's the equivalent of a live action version of Patrick. Pretty much. But he's a shark. So I kind of just want to watch the movie just for that. I want to see a doofy shark. Okay. And then here's something really weird. Okay, Robert Pattinson's? How do you say his name?
Pattinson.
Okay. His Batman movie, The Batman, is coming out March 4th. But that's not all I have on that. Because when I was looking up to confirm these dates, I found out that apparently it's coming out March 4th, 2022, and it's replacing a Minecraft movie.
Motherfucker.
I've never heard anything about a Minecraft movie. Ever. I didn't even know that was a thing. But
I
apparently...
would prefer the Minecraft movie.
Well, probably same, to be honest. But I mean, like... apparently there was a Minecraft movie this whole time that has been scheduled for March 4th, 2022. It's getting replaced by the Batman now. Well, not necessarily replaced, you know, but because Batman is coming out on that day, you know, they don't want two potentially big movies to come out on the same day. So, Minecraft, I don't know what they're doing now, because the date just said indefinite, so it could be before Batman now, or it could be after, most likely after, because I feel like... I feel like it's probably going to be after now, since we haven't even heard any sort of promotion for it. Okay. And then here is Disney saying, well, this made us money, so let's do it 4 more times. There is an Avatar movie set up every 2 years after 2022. It's been like what?
They'll say that, but
it's been like 10 years, right? Since the last Avatar, pretty much. At this point,
yeah, I think so.
Near it.
I think it's been over that. I think it came out in like 2009.
And now there's a spot. Like there's a slate for it. Avatar 2 in 2022. That for sure is happening. It's because it's been being worked on for a while. What?
I fucking guessed at what year it was, and I got it right.
Yeah, it's 2022.
It came out in 2009.
Oh yeah. God, I thought it was like... Actually, no, 2009 sounds right. I'm just dumb, don't listen to me. Okay, anyways. The Avatar 2, 2022, 2024, 2026, 2028. And they're all scheduled for December of those years. So, it is now... Avatar is now the new Star Wars. Because Star Wars had the trend where it was coming out like... There was one movie every December. There was a Star Wars movie every December. So now it's Avatar, except it's every 2 years.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like...
There's gonna be some beef there.
I don't think it's gonna go over as well as they're planning if they're gonna release them that frequently. Like 4 more movies, only 2 years apart. I don't know. Well, unless they're already done with them, and that's what they did for the last 10 plus years, was just work on all 4 of them.
Well, I mean, that would make sense, in all honesty.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would explain why Sigourney Weaver hasn't really been in much other than Avatar the last time.
Perhaps.
The only other thing she's been in here within the past, 10 years is, to my knowledge, has been Finding Dory as, the voice of the aquarium lady.
See, I watched that movie too, and I still don't know who you're talking about.
Just like the intercom.
I still don't know. It's still going over my head. I know the name, and I'm sure I know who it is, but I can't think of it right now. I mean, it'd probably help if I looked it up, but who has time for that? Not us. We're doing things. Anyways. Black Adam, which is a movie starring Dwayne Johnson. I've been hearing a lot of news about this, actually, recently. Dwayne Johnson is apparently, advocating a lot for restoring the Snyderverse in the DCEU, and he's saying that he wants to be a part of the Snyderverse, and he's saying that he wants a much bigger long-term role as Black Adam in the DCEU. So I don't know where Dwayne Johnson's sudden, massive fascination for DC came from, but he got this role, and now he's like, oh my god, let's do it, let's just, yeah, it's like the new...
He probably watched Justice League.
Probably. That would probably be why he's advocating for the Snyder Cut so hard, but I mean, yeah, Dwayne Johnson right now, he's the man that's making trying to make everything happen for DC right now. But
Well, I mean,
as
he
most
is
thing
pretty
goes,
big,
yeah.
so
Well, yeah, physically as well.
yeah.
As far as things go in the DC world, you can say a lot to them, and it most likely won't happen simply because of Warner Brothers.
Also, if you
But
really think about it, another reason he may be trying to get this new role and have it be like a bigger thing is because of him not really being in the Fast and Furious right now. And all
yeah,
that he's really got right now is Hobbs and Shaw, and then the last movie he did was... Last one I can remember is... fuck, what was it?
Jumanji.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's what I remember is Jumanji. I love those movies. A lot of people hate on it, but I love them.
So he's probably wanting something that's going to be like consistent work, you know?
Probably. That's what I was gonna say too. Is like he's pushing for a role in DC just about as hard as he was pushing to be in, future Fast and Furious movies. But again, we know how that turned out.
The whole reason that he wasn't in the last couple was because he was having beef with, what's his face?
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel was more having beef with him. Vin Diesel apparently thought that he had no place in Fast and Furious and was very mad. You could say he was furious about Dwayne Johnson coming in. I don't know. Like, I like Vin Diesel, so I'm not gonna say he's like this, right? Because he's a big, well-respected actor. But I kind of feel like maybe he thought his thunder was getting stolen a little bit. Like Dwayne Johnson came in and he's like, "Get him the hell out of here."
I think it was something to do with one
Still
of
my
them
thunder,
shit
dude.
talked the other one's family or something.
I don't know about all that. I'm just going under my own assumptions. I never looked into it. If that happened, then I just avoid that. All right. There's another movie coming up as well, starring Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson, and Salma Hayek, I think. And I saw the first one. It's hilarious.
Wife's Bodyguard.
Yeah, the first one was Hitman's Bodyguard. I actually watched that with my grandmother recently. What a great movie. But yeah, Hitman's.
I watched it Friday.
It's a good movie. And the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is coming out June 16th, which is actually relatively freaking close. I'm just now realizing that.
And they're going to be including the beautiful Salma Hayek more.
Yeah, she definitely has a much bigger role this time than the first movie.
Last time she was just in a fucking prison cell the whole time.
Yeah, she was just in a prison cell for like 5 minutes. Now I think it's getting reversed. I think Samuel Jackson only has like 5 minutes of screen time this time.
Oh no, he's going to be in the whole movie this time as well, but it's going to revolve around both of them this time.
All this really did for me, right, when I watched the movie, the whole time I was watching them, I was just sitting there thinking, like, dang, if Marvel could somehow put together a movie or even a TV show where it's just Nick Fury and Deadpool, it would just be great. Because the proof it would work. It would work. The proof is in the movie. It's in this movie. They work well together.
Dead ass the same. It would be basically be the same thing.
Like they have the same humor in this movie as they do when they play their Marvel characters. Again, Nick Fury and Deadpool. They're like basically the same characters.
While watching Hitman's Bodyguard, I dead ass. You could tell that there was like moments that were just like improv.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, Ryan Reynolds does a lot of improv, especially in the Deadpool movies. Because for Deadpool movies, at least, he just pretty much takes over everything. Rightfully so, because he's an amazing Deadpool, and nobody else will ever play the role.
Yeah, he's literally said he will never play another superhero unless it is Deadpool.
Good. I mean, the last time he played a superhero that wasn't Deadpool was Green Lantern, and that did not work at all.
Nope.
He learned from his mistake. He was like, all right, well, FDC, I'm gonna go to
Ryan
Marvel.
Reynolds has dead ass played 2 different universe Deadpools.
What was the other one?
He played the original Deadpool in Wolverine, the Origins of
Oh yeah.
Wolverine.
Well, yeah. That's when he was Deadpool before he was Deadpool.
And then in another Wolverine movie, or another X-Men movie, he actually played Deadpool again, but it was a normal version of Deadpool and not the like worked on psychotic one that he was in the X-Men Origins.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about those movies. Those didn't happen.
Well, I mean, the second time that he played Deadpool, it was actually basically the same thing that he was in
A lot of
his own
people
movie.
hated this movie.
But
All right, but as somebody that doesn't even really like the X-Men movies, to be honest, I don't really like them that much. But I did like X-Men Origins Wolverine. I did like it. We still got like a whole stacked list to go through, so I'm gonna keep pushing forward. All right, May 27th of 2022. So this is almost exactly a year from now. At this point, is John Wick 4. I still have yet to even watch the first 3, to be honest.
who's he gonna kill this time?
I don't know. He's still mad about the dog, man. He's not over it.
His first dog got killed in the first movie. Second movie, I don't even remember what the fuck happened in the second one. His dog didn't die in the second one. Or the third.
He's still just pissed off about that first dog. That's all it is.
But in the third movie, he's getting hunted by all of the contract killers. And he's basically pissed off every single mafia in the world.
Well, with a plot like that, it sounds like the third movie was supposed to be the last.
Well, he's hunted at the end. Like, they start hunting him near the end. So it kind of does set up a fourth movie in a way.
I just feel like it's gonna be John Wick is gonna be another one of those movies that was originally planned to be a trilogy, but it's so popular that it's gonna become a franchise, similar to Fantastic Four, similar to how the Transformers movies went, and similar to the next movie I'm talking about, Jurassic World. Because the fourth one is also coming out in May of 2022.
I haven't even watched the second or third one.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I remember the second or third. I definitely watched them a lot and enjoyed them. I always enjoy them, regardless. But especially Chris Pratt.
I only watched the first.
I'd make out with Chris Pratt. I'll just say it right here. I would. I'd make
That
out with Chris
ass.
Pratt.
Him, Ryan Reynolds, and Chris Hemsworth.
If we could get all 3 of them in a movie, oh god.
You would have all the ladies with wet panties and none on sometimes.
All the ladies with wet panties. Okay. I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah. I think I may have just did a weird copy and paste because it says May 27th of 2022, which is again the same exact date as John Wick 4, but I don't know, maybe they both come out the same day and I just forgot. But I know it comes out next year for sure. And there's already plans for a 5th in 2024 or something. Or 2025. There's already plans for a 5th.
After I said that about the wet panties, though, my mind instantly went to, you know what? If you walk in that theater and walk out, you'll probably hear your shoes making a squishy sound.
I mean, yeah. Okay, well, if it's a movie with Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth, and Ryan Reynolds, and you know what? For some reason, let's just throw Chris Evans in there too. We'll just throw him in there too. No reason. No reason in particular. Just throw him in, and not for humor or anything. Strictly, just have a scene where they all have their shirts off. That's it. Oh my god. Wait, I just thought of something. A Magic Mike reboot starring all four of them.
Oh my god. And then have Channing Tatum in it as well. Oh my god.
Just a Magic Mike reboot with Channing Tatum, Ryan Reynolds, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, just all of them.
Have all the Chris's.
Have all the Chris's. Just the Magic Chris, that's the reboot name. Magic Chris. It's just a Magic Mike reboot with as many Chris's as possible, and Ryan Reynolds, just because. Just because he's funny and has a nice body. That's it. He just fits well. His name's not Chris.
Fuck you, he deserves to be in there.
Yeah, his name can be Chris in the movie. He could be the lead role. He's
Who's
the only
dude that plays Superman, like the newest Superman. Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah.
Have him in there as well.
It would work, yeah. As soon as you
have you seen
as soon
him
as
in
you
The
asked,
Witcher?
I have. The second you asked, I already knew what you were saying. He's got a body on him too. He does.
Dude, I feel bad for him though, because in The Witcher he actually completely deprived himself from water for one scene, and that was it.
What do you have to do that for?
It cuts down all the body fat off of your body and makes your skin super
yeah.
thin, so you can see the muscle definition better.
I forgot about that. Well,
And it was
for
his scene.
X-Men Origins, Hugh Jackman had to do that for 4 days in a row. He went 4 days without water, and it was. And guess what scene it was for? It was for the shirtless scene where he comes out of the water and like has his claws come out for the first time. 4 days just for that one scene of going without water. I mean, you know what? It probably made up for it a little bit, just the fact that he was submerged in water. You know, he didn't drink anything, so he was dehydrated, but I think there was enough water on his body to seep into his skin to keep him going a little bit.
Man, he was probably like him being mad in that scene. Probably wasn't
it was real.
acting. It was just him being pissed.
It was real anger, for sure. Also, this isn't even on my list of things to talk about. With that being said, I'm going to go over it really quick because we only have 18 minutes left and still half of a page of things to talk about. This isn't on the list, as I said, but I've heard a lot more talks about HBO's The Last of Us movie coming up and all of their casting. Okay, some people are going to like this, alright? But I don't know if I'm feeling it. Okay, here's why. They casted the dude that plays the Mandalorian as Joel. And my beef with that, clearly from the Mandalorian, clearly he's good in the sense that he's good at acting as a person who is protecting someone who he doesn't necessarily like, but eventually grows a bond towards, which is essentially how The Last of Us goes. But, I mean, I don't know if it was just out of budget, but I just really feel like after watching Logan, that Hugh Jackman should have been Joel. I really feel like he should have been. Or this one other actor, I don't know his name, I really don't, but he legitimately looks like the real life version of Joel. Like, identical. I don't know. I really don't know. I think... No, I don't know. He looks like Joel. I saw a side-by-side picture, but I didn't even read the caption at first, and I was like, why is there just two pictures of Joel here? And then I saw, it said the left is Joel, the right is this actor's name. And I was like, huh? They look identical. I don't remember, though. But anyways, yeah, we're going to move on real quick because some more things. More things. Alright, so we're on the subject of apocalyptic things now with The Last of Us. So we're going to go into The Walking Dead, which starts filming May to July of this year, actually. And it's releasing mid to late 2022. I think at this point there's like 3 movies already planned out, which is good. But what I'm just really excited for is that there is a possibility, okay, a slight possibility, that Andrew Lincoln comes back to the show in the season finale as Rick Grimes one more time. Just for the show's sake. What do you want, Max? Hi. Thanks for being cute. Anyways, the show final season is set to air August of next year. Well, really like October of this year, leading into 2022. Yeah, Andrew Lincoln recently said, never say never to the thought of returning to the show after he was asked in an interview. And it was only like a month after he left the show that he said, I miss it and a small part of me does regret leaving. So, I mean, clearly, he does want to be back on the show. The whole reason why he left in the first place, because a movie was easier to do in the sense that it would give him more time with his family. Is from what I know. But I don't know. And then the director of the show also said the door is always open for him. So it's highly possible that he comes back, and I really feel like he will. There's been enough time that has passed by now that I think they could probably try to fit it into the schedule somewhere to film him in the show in the season finale, whether it's like the last 5 episodes, the last 3 episodes, or the very last episode. And that's just whether it's the entire episode or the last 5 minutes. Who the heck knows? But it's gonna happen. I already know it. I'm calling it now. Calling it now. Mark this date. I said it May 31st of 2021. That's when I said it. It's gonna happen. No doubt. Next topic. Alright. I don't even know what it is. Oh, Call of Duty 2021. Which has already been confirmed, I think, like last week, that it's Sledgehammer working on it. And I'm assuming they got on Activision's good side this time, because as we know, they were supposed to bring their Call of Duty out last year. But Activision didn't just scrap one thing with the game. They scrapped Sledgehammer's entire idea and replaced them with Treyarch. And that is why Black Ops Cold War exists. Alright? Because Black Ops Cold War was not supposed to come out until this year. It came out a whole year earlier than planned because Sledgehammer done goofed. And Activision was like, nah, chief. And just straight up booted them out.
They probably did.
What'd they do?
They probably either tried to go either Civil War, or they tried to go further into the future than Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare. Whatever.
I feel like it had to be something similar to that. But I mean, a little bit ago there was a leaked title for the game. I think it was early May, and it was Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. So it was basically a sequel to World War II. But a few weeks later, it was confirmed fake by the person who posted it on Reddit, saying, "I didn't expect anyone to believe it." If you're posting something on Reddit publicly to the internet, people are gonna believe it. So I kind of don't believe that.
Knowing that company, they would be dumb enough to do something like that.
So, even though
World War III,
even though the name World War II Vanguard might not actually be the title of the game, I still feel like it is set in the World War II era again, which I'm not particularly too excited about, because I did not like the last Cold War. I said Cold War. I did not like the last World War II, multiplayer-wise. I enjoyed the zombies a little bit until they messed it up with DLC 4 and turned it into Extinction. and it was awful, not fun at all. And the campaign was great. But I actually talked about this with somebody recently. As far as campaign, multiplayer, and zombies goes, considering all of those, I think I enjoyed Infinite Warfare more than I enjoyed World War II.
Damn.
Yeah. I liked Infinite Warfare's campaign a whole lot. I played it like 5 times for myself, and then I watched like 10 plus different YouTubers do a playthrough on it. I liked it a lot. The multiplayer wasn't a big fan of, but it was so similar to Black Ops 3 that I convinced myself that it was Black Ops 3 and was able to play it for a few months until I eventually said these words exactly. F this game, I'm done playing. So, and then the zombies, I liked a lot. They did the zombies great, I thought. They had it was still classic zombies, as if it was made by Treyarch. But it had like this fresh idea to it, and had a few like different things that like improved from previous zombies, and I really liked it.
Bro, I fucking loved Infinite Warfare Zombies.
Yeah, you remember Shaolin Shuffle? Just karate kicking the zombies into oblivion? That was DLC 2. I remember. And then every single map they had like a different like celebrity for that time era. Like Zombies in Spaceland had David Hasselhoff because it was set in the 80s.
Dead ass though, I only played 2 of the maps.
Yeah, you played Zombies in Spaceland and Raven the Redwoods. I remember playing it a lot with you. Which, by the way, you were mentioning to me earlier about how people want more 80s characters. Just now, since I mentioned that, I feel like they should just throw in David Hasselhoff into Warzone. I just reminded myself of that. David Hasselhoff was in. He was in Zombies in Spaceland. Because it was zombies, and it was set in the 80s. It could work. Just throw in a David Hasselhoff skin to Warzone. Just go and do it. You guys know you want to. All right. But yeah, this is my stance currently on this possibility of it being World War II, a sequel to World War II, made again by Sledgehammer. All right. I currently, and this is the first time I've ever said this, ever, I currently have no plans at all to buy it. I don't. I have no plans.
I don't blame you.
Unless the game comes out and people say that the campaign is good. And if I feel like the zombies is going to be good just based off of the zombies trailer. So if the zombies and the campaign looks good, then I'll buy it simply just for those. But multiplayer, I did not like Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. I thought it was stale. I thought it was slow. It was boring to look at because the colors were so dull. Again, trigger warning, this is just my opinion.
If I watch a
not
multiplayer trailer or like gameplay of multiplayer or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, that'd be cool to play, I'll probably get it. But other than that, probably not.
The World War II multiplayer just lost me. Because again, as I said, I thought it was stale, thought it was bland, it was boring to look at. The color, there was no color at all. It was all just a bunch of really dull, like gray.
Well, I mean, it was World War II.
I know, but like it's a freaking video game. I want colors in my video games. All right, I don't care about realism like most people do. I don't. I want color. Most people don't, but I want color. That's what I like about Cold War. Cold War keeps things somewhat realistic, but they still have color and stuff. They have freaking tracer packs. They have anime guns. All right. That's why I like Treyarch. That's why I like Treyarch. Treyarch is not scared to still put a bunch of color, even if people are going to complain about it and be like, this isn't realistic. This is not Call of Duty. It's a video game, bro. Calm down.
Treyarch is a bunch of gamers and weebs.
I mean, it's been confirmed pretty much as of late with all the recent anime guns coming out. Okay, 6 minutes left. The last bit of stuff that I have to talk about is rumor. This is only a rumor as of now. That, again, Sledgehammer is the main developer on it. But they're getting help from Treyarch this time.
Ooh.
And I don't mean like it's Sledgehammer and then it lists a bunch of other studios that also helped in. I mean like literally co-produced. So Treyarch is technically having 2 games in a row. It's like it's Sledgehammer and Treyarch this time, both working pretty much the same amount on it.
I mean, if you really think about it, it was probably Activision being like, "Ayo, Sledgehammer, y'all need these people to actually help y'all create an idea that's actually worth a shit."
I really feel like that's what it is. They again, like I said, they scrapped last year's COD because they didn't like Sledgehammer's idea. They brought in Treyarch a year early and during a pandemic to finish a game, which claps for that. You know, they weren't done with the game, and they're making it at home on their freaking computers. That happened, but I'm guessing from what it sounds like, Activision gave Sledgehammer another chance, and they said, "Let Treyarch help you, so you know how to do it right this time."
Let these people that make amazing games help you.
Let them help you with this. Well, with that though, I feel like I probably am going to get reeled in by Zombies. So Zombies is probably going to be good again and really fun. So it's probably going to make me have to buy it. I'm probably going to buy it because of Treyarch.
And I'll probably buy it because you buy it.
And then, I mean, again, if Treyarch is helping, I'm sure the complaints I had with World War II before, like it being dull and kind of slow, I feel like Treyarch will also improve on that and help out. And it will be fast-paced, and there will be like vibrant colors, even if it's in World War II, regardless. However, I feel like campaign is going to be strictly done by Sledgehammer themselves. I kind of feel like that. Because Sledgehammer, I'll give it to them. Even Advanced Warfare, a game that came out in 2014. The graphics in Sledgehammer games are some of the most realistic-looking graphics I've ever seen in my life. In cutscenes, at least. Maybe not gameplay, but in cutscenes, it looks like genuine movies. Yeah, minute and 30 left. To anybody that listened and watched, thank you. I appreciate it. This has been the Zombieland Podcast, episode 3, with Alex, aka PURP1ERAIN. Again, if you had any interest in the topics that we talked about and anything to say about any of that, make sure to comment that. Again, like the video, and again, make sure you actually subscribe to the second channel, because I know some of you, I send you the link because you are interested, and then you go over, but you forget. I'm not saying you don't do it on purpose. I know you forget sometimes. You forget to subscribe to the second channel. Yeah, this is where this is, Zombie X2. Make sure, yeah, subscribe. Alright, cutting it right here. Thank you for watching. Adios. I don't know why. Yeah, bye.